Well, hello fit friends, Coach Matt's here. I am making this video because I just realized that I am packing all my stuff in for a work trip and a little bit of a few days of vacationing, and I find myself sharing some of the tips with a lot of my athletes and people that I train, things that this is what works for me, but of course you can apply it. So first of all, if you're going on vacation and you work super hard to get to that goal, to look, to feel great, it's totally fine to enjoy that vacation, okay? Everything in moderation so you don't end up getting sick, because after eating super healthy and being very clean for several months or years, it could play a part in just your health when you get out of your usual habits. Now, for those of us who are either prepping for a bodybuilding show or that you're very determined on a timeline for a specific goal, just stay focused, okay? You can still do it. You can go work, you can go have fun, but make things easier for you to avoid temptation and also so you can prepare to succeed. So I have my little bag here, insulated bag. I'm not gonna take a really big bag because I do have the ability to cook where I'm going. I'm gonna stay with some friends in Maui, but I have already pre-prepared some of my protein and veggies, and these are completely frozen. So that is about 3.5 ounces of dry ass turkey, very lean turkey with broccoli, okay? So these I know are going to help me out as soon as I get there. In the mornings, I can always buy boiled eggs. I can do egg whites in my friend's house, but these are all done. All I have to do is to make sure that I take a small container. So always travel with also containers that you can put in any microwave at a hotel or anything like that. But instead of just having a bunch of containers with a bunch of space in my suitcase or in my carry-on, I just have this to serve myself, and I put everything in little baggies. So right here on the insulated one, we're gonna put all of our cold stuff, and then we're gonna add some ice packs. And this is actually going inside my suitcase. Why? Because that way I can throw it in with the suitcase and it actually stays cooler, and I don't have to go through TSA. So I have this in here. I'm gonna pack a few more things. Now this is one of the meals that I'm gonna eat in the plane, and it is fish, rice, and veggies, completely frozen, okay? So by the time I can get this through security, this is gonna go on my carry-on. I'm also gonna have lots of alternatives because I wanna make sure that I have things if we get delayed, spend more time. I don't wanna spend a lot of money at the airport and try to find like lean meats. So my go-tos are, everything is in spring water, 15 grams of protein. So I am tracking all of this with my fats. My fats are super low right now because I'm 8 weeks out from a show. So I have tuna. So I'm packing about 8 of these, okay? I always keep these. This is my alternative. Pretty easy. For my carb, what I do is, I found these. These are lime, cilantro lime. Oh, I'll do white rice. But if you notice here, in here, this is already almost 4 servings for what I eat, which is about 80 grams of rice only. So I mix it with either the tuna or the salmon, but I only need about 2 or 3 of these, since once I open one of these, I will have several servings on here. So I know that already. For my breakfast, I always have my eggs and my oats. So these are pre-packed oats. This gives me the serving that I need. And these are for every single day that I'm gonna be traveling, okay? So it's really not that bulky. Other things that I do is, here's my pre-workout. Okay, so I measured that for the amount of days. I'm gonna need that pre-workout. And then for my protein, I also buy the sample ones. Yes, this is a little more expensive, but I really love this flavor, so I went ahead and just have these. I do half of this serving with my oats, and then the other half I will drink right after like I work out or master class to hold me up into the next meal. I track all of that. I'm gonna also take with me my rice cakes because sometimes these are hard to find in several places. So I'm taking a whole pack of rice cakes. Almond butter, because I know this is my pre-workout snack, is a rice cake with, this is also more than just this little pack, guys. When it comes to nuts, just make sure because they're higher in fat and calories. So just this little bit, I mean, I can just eat this. This is 220 calories. So one packet is actually 2 servings for me. I have several of those. And then I also want to make sure that I take all my supplements and vitamins also by the day. That's what I just drank today on Thursday, and take this with me. So if you see here, all I'm gonna do is I have all my frozen stuff in here, and then this is gonna go on my carry-on, okay? And then rice cakes. I also sometimes will have like a protein bar just in case, you know, you never know if you get stuck. I wanna make sure I always have food with me. I'm placing all of this in this other bag, and then I'm gonna place this on my suitcase and make sure that I have all that I need to survive. I am also going to make sure that I track a few meals that I know that I'm gonna have in Maui, of fresh fish, because I love it, and some fruit that I can fit into my macros right now. And that way I'll sit with my husband. We already know where we're gonna go, where we can find like fresh fish and food, and have a nice meal together while he joins me over there. So I hope that helped, guys. But yeah, let's travel and let's stay on track. Bye.